welcome to Meals with Millions. I have not been rolling out videos like I want to. Hopefully by the time I post this video, I've already described to you why I haven't been posting videos the way I was. But today I'm going to be making something that I get asked to make a lot. Whenever we have friends, family, whether they're in town or out of town, come over, I'll normally ask them, is there anything that you would like for me to make you for dinner while you're here? And the number one thing that I get requested is fried chicken. I'm tired of making fried chicken. So today I'm going to go ahead and share my recipe with you guys. It's extremely simple. It's so simple that I don't even know why people ask me to make it all the time. It's just a few ingredients. I don't do any crazy like marinades that have to be marinated for 24 hours or any buttermilk or anything like that. Super simple. So I'm going to take you guys along and I'll show you the one thing that I think may be a little different from my fried chicken versus others, and I'll teach you a few tips and tricks to kind of help you along. And without further ado, here's fried chicken. Okay, so we're going to start off with, I think this is approximately 2 pounds of chicken, and here are the seasonings. We're going to have some garlic powder, some onion powder, some paprika, Tony's, which has a mixture of a lot of different things if you have that in your area, some black pepper, and I normally use cayenne pepper, but for some reason I didn't have any in my pantry, so I'm using ground habanero. And this is the thing that I think is a little different. I use basil. Basil actually adds a really good flavor to fried chicken. My mom taught it to me a long time ago. Full recipe will be in the link, the description bar, and that just sends you straight to our blog, and the recipe will be there. But I use flour and cornstarch for the chicken, for the dredge, okay? And here's the oil. It's heating up. And I feel like this is one place where people go wrong with frying chicken. You have to make sure that this oil is really hot. Right now I'm showing you the time. It's 7:33, and I wanted to show you that because I wanted to show you what time it is when it's actually ready. So if you're not familiar with it, use a thermometer until you actually get comfortable with determining the proper heat for your chicken, okay? I sped this up. This is just me putting on all of the seasonings I've already shown you. Again, the exact recipe will be linked above. And I did speed it up because you kind of already know how this goes. Put all of the ingredients that you see in the chicken. And I mean, if you want to marinate this, you definitely can. But there's plenty of times that my husband comes home. He's a truck driver. I don't sometimes know when he's coming home, and he'll come home and he'll say, hey babe, can you make some chicken? And this is what I will do. So it does not have to be done over a certain length of time, okay? Mix it all up. And this is how the seasoned chicken looks. Again, I sped this up as well, pouring in some flour, pouring in some cornstarch, mixing those two together. I just feel like adding the cornstarch rather than just using all flour just adds a crispness to the chicken that I really like. But if you want to use all flour, you don't have cornstarch, you can definitely do that. And some people like to add salt and other seasonings to their flour mix. I season my chicken so heavily that it ends up going through to the flour anyway, and I just don't think it's needed. As you can see here, it's 7:44. So that's what, 11-12 minutes that the oil has been heating up. And just to show you all, I'm putting in the thermometer, and you can see that it reached the proper temperature of about 350 to 375. And until you get that down, I definitely suggest that you use a thermometer. And here, again, it's sped up. And I'm just taking that moist chicken and I'm putting it into the flour. And I actually take a long time doing this. Just for these 2 pieces, I edited it down. It was like 2 minutes. And I like to make sure that the flour is into every piece of the chicken. So use your hands, press it in there. Oil is hot. I don't know if you can see, but I did test it by putting just a little bit of flour into the oil and seeing how the flour reacts to the oil. And then once I know that it's ready, the chicken goes in. And I actually did add 2 more pieces of chicken to this. You don't want to overcrowd the pot because it will actually not cook thoroughly if the pot is too overfilled. So For this size pot that I was using, 4 pieces of chicken was more than enough. And whenever you take it out, you want to make sure that you take your time and then just allow the chicken to drip, allow the oil to drip from the chicken. You don't want super greasy chicken. And then make sure that you have like a brown bag or a paper towel, something that's going to catch the excess oil. And then after that, I actually do use like a light sea salt just to season the chicken on top. And then here is the finished product. Each chicken piece took about maybe 15-20 minutes. And this is how it turns out. And it's one of my favorite recipes. Thank you, Mama, for teaching it to me. My family loves it. I hope you try it out. If you do, leave a comment below. And I appreciate you all so much for taking the time out to watch the video. You guys have a great day.